All right, welcome to the Homeroom with Food podcast from the actual United Effort States. Finally,
free my nigga.
Hey, that boy, hey, he was having fun over there. He lying.
Shot.
Oh man, bro, I was having fun. Oh, I was chilling, man. That mess was hell.
Hey, Byron had the holes over there.
Nice, right? I'll get you another one, bro.
I had nobody hold.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
No sir. No sir. Man. I was not trying to mess with nobody.
Lied. Hey, my boy had an Amazon over there. She was like 5'11". Boy,
she didn't speak no English.
Oh no, she was black. She was one of them dark skinned ones. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, where was you at again, bro?
Huh?
Where was you at again? You was in.
I was in Qatar. Now I can say it with.
Oh, you had one of. You had one of the rich
back
ass
in the States.
Oh, you had one of the rich ass.
I'm in Baltimore.
You had one of the rich ass.
I can say that.
You had one of the rich ass Arab women. I feel you, bro.
Bro, that's what I should have got. If I would have got,
hey, my boy was fucking with an Amazon from where she was from. She was from what? Detroit.
Nah.
Hold
on, bro.
Yeah,
I can't let you do that. No. I can't let you slander Detroit like that, bro. I can't let you do it. I can't
hey, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with Detroit. It was something wrong with her though.
Anyway.
Wow,
bro.
You don't know what they're getting it.
I'm not.
I'm gonna be 100 with you. I ain't even gonna cap. It wasn't nothing really wrong with her. She was masculine as hell. Not look, but her attitude, bro. Ain't nobody dealing with that.
You went over there getting that Abraham money? It's like, no, shut up. Go ahead. Yo, start the podcast, nigga. Start the podcast.
We're already live. We're already recording. No, we're just recording right now. But we're not live on anywhere. But yeah, man.
Wait, we're not live on YouTube?
No, we're not live on YouTube. Nah, I record these and then I just put them up later. Cause I already put up an episode for this Sunday. They're not gonna get you back. I refuse. I need a spacer. I used to go live all the time.
What's the topic?
So the topics is number one, we're gonna play that clip of the Rory and Mal podcast, and then we're gonna do the T-Pain. Matter of fact, we should do the T-Pain one first. We should do the T-Pain one first.
Hey man, whatever we do, man, let's make it quick. I got a bedtime.
Got a bed.
Yo, listen, y'all niggas think I'm bullshitting, but if we ain't done by 10:30, I'm going to bed.
No, I feel that because I need to go get some food, bro.
Oh, you in Baltimore? Good luck, nigga.
I'm keeping it a band. I need to get some food. Although the hotel got like steak and shit, I'm not gonna order a $42 steak from them though.
Wait, my boy, you in a hotel?
Yeah, I'm in a hotel in Baltimore, bro.
Hold on, time out. They got a $42 steak. They not paying for that shit? The military ain't gonna pay for the steak?
I mean, no, yes and no. Like, I get it paid for through my per diem, but I'm not gonna waste my per diem on no $42 steak from the hotel. Like, nah.
Boy, you in the Air Force? Y'all get everything free.
I'm finna go up the street. There's a steakhouse up the street. I already peeked it when we was driving by in that Uber. And I'm finna just go up there. I'm finna sit down and I'm finna order me a steak. But yeah. Does anybody have the T-Pain link, or do I need to send that? I need to send that.
You have the T-Pain link. All I have is the Rory and Mal.
Let's do the Rory and Mal first thing. I forgot to send this. My bad.
Man, play the clip, nigga.
Yeah, he got it.
Uh-oh.
That's it. I don't know if you're sharing my screen or not, so that's why I was like, bam.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go up here and share it on your screen. Okay, cool.
Here we go.
Wait, where's the volume at? Your volume not coming through here. Nah, your volume's still not coming through the thing though.
Yikes.
Man, let me go reshare that one. I put share audio. Let me go do this then. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Okay. So I know where I gotta go to get it.
Share screen, share audio.
I'm gonna put this YouTube thing out real quick. Rant. The T-Pain thing was funny as hell.
It might be Microsoft being Microsoft. I just realized that.
You know, you gotta have proprietary speakers for that.
I know. Here, I'm gonna try it again. But it might be Microsoft being Microsoft.
Okay, hold on. Oh, we got 174 subscribers. Nice. We gaining. That's good. Let's go.
This is my voice.
Okay, stop it. Hold on. I need to mute this real quick. Okay, now ads. We is not running no ads.
I know you got no ad, but
Let's see. Let me just try Microsoft being Microsoft. It might say, "Hey, we're not letting you share this shit."
Okay, I think I got mine ready to go. I'm gonna well you got it. Well, yeah, we'll do this.
I'm gonna see if it plays the audio, because if not, I'll pull it up while you play yours. Because I just noticed that Microsoft might be being Microsoft and not let you use the audio on their thing.
Okay, hold on, let me see. Okay, there we go. So there's that. Okay, so y'all can see that. Y'all see this? All right, fantastic. And then all I got to do is go over here, hit play, and can y'all hear that?
Because you're in the studio, like, what's the #1 record right now? We need to make another one of those. Stop doing that! Stop! You're not original! Give me some original shit! Give me some... Are you seriously telling me that you sat here and watched me tell a bitch to eat a dick and you thought that wasn't original? Are you seriously sitting here telling me that eat a dick is the bad part of music? Stop! Do something else! Holy shit! We have it! We have it already! You don't have to do that music anymore! We have the music already! We have Lil Baby, we have Dub Baby, we have Lil Uzi Vert, we have Lil Yachty, we have Lil everybody! Do something else! Holy shit! Stop sending me this bullshit! And then get mad when I fucking don't like it! Jesus! God damn tap dancing Christ! Do something else! Y'all driving him crazy.
Okay, so that's the clip. That's the clip that everybody was up in arms. Some people were up in arms about or whatever. I personally don't find anything wrong with what he was saying. There's people that found something wrong with what he was saying, but I don't find anything wrong with what he was saying because it was true. Like everybody was screaming that music already. Like, why are you repeating it already? Like I got like literally in my phone, like I delete stuff out and just have the best version of it. You know what I'm saying? Well, Lil Baby did it the best.
I mean,
Lil Baby version of that shit. Like I don't need like 14 copies of the same shit. Especially when
he answered his own question in the little clip though. It was that motherfucker in the studio like, oh, but like motherfucker popping doing this type of music. I'm about to do the same music if I can get popping. And that's, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers trying to do what sell.
I think it's just funny coming from him.
I mean, the shit repetitive. Don't get me wrong. The shit repetitive. Like A lot. Half an
He was
artist right
repetitive.
now sound alike. Oh, I mean, he do auto tune. He gonna sound the same. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I mean. He was doing it. And he just did. It's. I think it's funny coming from him.
Wait, so in his defense, he was the first person doing auto tune to the level that he was doing it. So technically, he was original.
But the shit he was saying wasn't original.
Well, and to a degree, T-Pain was hella original. Like,
who you heard saying I'm in love with a stripper before T-Pain? Wasn't nobody even confessing love with a stripper.
I'm fucking with the bartender. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas wasn't saying that. Like he had a different vibe and aesthetic going with his music. Like, you know what I'm saying? And plus, he can really sing. Like,
no, yeah, I'm saying what he
do anything.
No, I'm not doubting his talent. I'm not doubting his voice. His sound was original like that too. But I'm saying lyrically, he was saying. I just find it funny because it's coming from him. Because lyrically, he was saying things other people were saying already too. So, like King said, he answered his own question and he did it as well too.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think anybody at this point can come out with music where somebody hasn't said something along the lines of what they're going to say in the song. You talk about guns, girls, sex, whatever you think about, this song got probably already about it.
Right. No, my thing is like, you can like straight up tell, like people are trying to make a carbon copy. Like you said, he kind of answered his own question, like trying to make a carbon copy with their little signature on it of some other version of literally the same song. Like there's some songs that come on, I'm like, bro, that sounds just like such and such, all except they flipped a little beat here and they dropped this out and added a little sound effect, but it pretty much sounds the same to me. So I'm just really like surprised, like that people be feeling like that I don't know, that people be sending them stuff that be like trash, honestly, like, because really that's what it boils down to. He's getting sent music, right? And when he's on streams and he's supposed to listen to it, and I guess he listened to it and he was like, somebody already made this record, like, and the person that made it was like kind of like copying them, and it was kind of trash. So my thing was like, you got to have something like unique to you, in enough to where people can identify you from out of the masses, and it not be trash. Like if you're gonna put some like trash production together, that's fine, but you can't be also like trash lyrically and copying somebody. Like if you're gonna be lyric, like you got to be lyrically on point if you're gonna copy somebody, at least. That's my 2 cents. Like I feel like a lot of people don't even be trying in the studio no more. They're like, yo, if we get this little beat that kind of bounces like this, that sounds like the baby, and then I say woo woo 3 times, you know what I'm saying, right here. Like we got a certified banger, and I'm like, okay, it sounds good in the whip, but that's the production. You sound terrible.
I mean, that's the majority of music nowadays is like the rhythm, the beat. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes can't rap, but that beat be banging. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. KJ, what does KJ have to say?
Yeah, KJ look like you want to say something. Look like you got something.
Man, listen, dog. I agree with T-Pain, and I felt like bro was yelling, but he got a point though, man. Like I think somebody already said this shit. It's like, even with like the name and shit, man, it's like how many little whatevers is 2 babies, the baby and Lil Baby. Then it's like, you know, you got Lil TJ, you got Lil Uzi Vert, you got I don't know,
Lil Yachty.
You got OG you got OG Capo 300, you got Capo 300 OG and all these other. I'm making some shit up now. But like none of this shit is original, and I get like sampling the art and remaking some shit and being artistic with wordplay and all that. But if you got 40 records and they all talking about bitches in the back of the club sucking dick for a bottle, like how I'm supposed to, like, if I'm riding with my girl, if I'm riding with a shorty, she don't want to hear about girls sucking dick. She want to hear about, you know, being lusty off some wine or some shit, or you know at the bar and cruising, or, you know, getting ready to take the panties off or some shit. But don't nobody talk about that shit no more. Or even with like this new age R&B shit, like everybody talking about stealing your girl and fucking your bitch and giving her back. Like, who's gonna talk about the falling in love and getting married and meeting at the altar in the white dress and shit? Like what are we doing here? So I mean, I feel where you're coming from.
I agree 100%. But like the R&B shit, but I think that the way that the culture is going, and I mean American culture, right? Like, we're moving away from. With the liberation movement comes also like less relationships, less people having a unit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers ain't falling in love no more. You know, and the divorce rate is at an all-time high. So a lot of people not talking about love. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, facts.
Right. Like, no, I literally had some women tell me straight up, like, yo, we are never getting married. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll fool with you to have a baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? On some, like, understanding stuff. Like, I'm not going to put you on child support or none of that. You know what I'm saying? We just going to have this understanding. We're going to raise this child
together. Stay away from it. It's cat. Stay away from it. Don't do it.
Look.
It's cat.
It's a trap.
You said it's cat. Stop the cat.
I'm just saying what they said. Okay, look. I'm just saying what they said. So that's what they were saying.
Somebody watch the Fresh and Fit podcast, I see.
Now I would.
Oh my god! Oh shit!
You know what's funny is that I be watching Fresh and Fit though, but like what time they was on, they was like, "Yo, I'm not trying to get married." You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'll have like a partners. I'll have partners. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I want to make a baby with this guy, I should be able to make a baby with this guy. And also have a baby by you if I want to have a baby by you. And I'm like, well, I mean, if that's what type of time
liberation movement shit, man.
If that's what type of time you on, that's the type of time you on. Like, I can't control that, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, like, I just hope I get to hit one time. That's all.
My boy was drinking wine. I hope I get to hit one time.
Oh man.
Now the real talk though, man, like this, like. One thing, I don't know if y'all want to get into. I don't know. Is that bad for the YouTube algorithm? The F word, the N with an ish.
Not kinda and not. It really don't matter. Like, honestly.
Well, I think that F is movement.
What is that with?
An F.
And what it end with?
An ist.
Oh no! You can say that. That's not bad for the algorithm at all.
All right, bet. So. Like the feminist movement, I think once that had came, especially in the Black community, like that shit destroyed relationships at a rate faster than I can say that because you know we still get married through slavery and jumping and shit like that. But that shit destroyed relationships in the Black community. You know what I'm saying?
No.
And now you have women saying, "I don't even need a man." You know what I'm saying? I can create a baby. I can go to a sperm bank and get pregnant, and I'm just like, boy, we had some crazy times.
Yeah, because man, like honestly, like what you're saying, like it's kind of crazy because like they, damn, what the fuck did I want to say? So yeah, with that, like it's like literally the marriage rate was fine till feminism came. Like literally, like even during crack, even when we were getting killed with Jim Crow, like who?
All right, you got it.
What?
Oh, I think Kev unmuted himself.
I unmuted him. I'm trying to get my point across.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No. So okay. So even every bad thing that happened in the Black community that you could think of, slavery included, like the marriage rate was still high. And then all of a sudden feminism came and it just boom, it just nosedived hard. Like that was literally our Achilles heel. Like we survived everything. Like people literally dying and relationships were still thriving. And then all of a sudden you got an idea and it destroys everything. An idea, a way of life destroyed everything. That's crazy to me.
And you know what's so ironic about the feminist movement
majority of women that are more embracing of the feminist movement are masculine.
Bro, you know what? Nah, I ain't even gonna.
No, say it.
All right, so this is shit that I don't be getting, right? Like, okay, so you don't if you're a lesbian, right, and you gay, and you like women, why are you going for a masculine looking woman who displays and exhibits all the characteristics of a man, but obviously just doesn't have a reproductive genitalia? Like that's the shit that's always
the current state of feminism is kind of beginning to lean towards like legit man hate. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
wait, nigga, you said start, nigga, it's already there. What?
You're right.
Every day I get on Twitter.
You said trying to call. That bitch done took off. What? That nigga said that shit crawling. Nigga, that shit done took off. What?
Who's split?
I mean, and that's the reason though. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they can get behind that type of movement. You know what I'm saying? And that's not saying that's everybody, in that group, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hold in that whole group, but you do have a very large portion, right? That
listen.
Or it might not even be large. It might just be vocal.
Let me. Can I get in the back? Can I get in my bag real quick? I just want to get in the bag real quick. The reason why majority of there are women who. Okay, first of all, let's back up. Feminism was created by white women who no longer wanted to be in the kitchen and who wanted to have equal rights. As their white male counterparts in the early 19th and 20th century. Feminism was never designed for black women. One of the modern mothers of feminism, Elizabeth Cady Stanton, once said that I will cut off my right arm before I work on the right of black women to have equal rights as white women. She said, I'd rather cut off my white women before I ever work to allow the Negro to have the right to vote. I'm paraphrasing, but that's essentially the gist of the quote. There was even an entire sorority founded on not necessarily the premise on feminism, but the premise of women's suffrage. And during the height of fighting for women's suffrage, this sorority really took off, and its members really fought for, working with the feminist movement to gain access to the right to vote. And that sorority was Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. So with the racism that is still involved in the feminist theory, that's why we now have, subgenres of feminism, such as womanism. So you'll hear a lot of black women say, I'm not a feminist, I'm a womanist, because womanism encompasses all different races and creeds and nationalities into feminist theory. But feminist theory for a lot of women, a lot of modern women, so I'll say some later millennials and especially this Gen Zer population, is a way for them to berate and belittle and emasculate men, especially black men, without having to take any accountability for the fact that they didn't have a two-parent household or a respectable two-parent household if they had one and had a father to look up to. So they're angry about the fact that they didn't have a two-parent household like some of their white counterparts or like some of their male counterparts or even some of their female counterparts. So they take that anger out in the dating scene and in the real world. And then there's a theory now that they can attach themselves behind to that's scientific, because people like to argue with facts and sometimes with facts, but mostly with opinions. So hiding behind the feminist movement allows them to have that scientific backing, but they can't even tell you the history behind the feminist theory, have never read books from Bell Hooks, Audre Lorde, or other feminists or other women who speak highly on feminism. So they can't really argue. So they really just quote from Beyonce lyrics in the Lemonade album, and then they end up looking like utter buffoons doing so. But as long as it says we don't like men and all this patriarchy shit is the reason why you are where you are, sis, women eat that shit up, and then they go to these things like slut walks and the women's march, and what was the shit that was it Amber Rose that did the slut walk, and then there's like all these other movements that further berates and belittles women, but they think that it's empowering. And I'm not even going to touch in the realm of dating and trying to find a husband in this area. So they hide behind I don't need a man. but then you see them stranded on the side of the road and they don't got AAA, and they fucking using the fucking funnel to try to change a flat tire. All right, I'm done.
Hey, look, I mean, you spoke facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the current state of the black community. You have women, you know, believing that, and I hate the notion that men and women are equal, right? You know, no, the only thing we're equal as, like, our human rights, right? Got you. You know what I'm saying? We're not physically on the same level, you know what I'm saying? And if you're a traditional, you know, person, right? And you believe that a man is the leader of the household, but yet you also think that, like, there's not going to be two alphas, right? Nowhere exists where there are two alphas, right? I'm not about to be in here arguing with you. I stay away from confrontation with women. I'm not about to be in here butting heads with you. I don't, like, I do that in the workspace. I'll do that, you know, with, you know, competition or something like that, but I'm not doing that shit with my woman. I guess that's out of the question. And that's what that movement has brought into our community.
Yeah, you know what's funny? So two things. Side. The first thing is a sidebar,
especially from your girl. But anyways,
hey, look, Joe, that's funny. So my first sidebar was about her. No, she will be very feminine as long as she knows that you know what you're doing, and like and you command that level of respect from her. You know what I'm saying? Because I've never had an issue with her being masculine with me.
Wait, who are you talking about? Old girl?
Detroit? Yeah, I'm talking about old girl.
I've never had that issue either. I've never had that issue either. But you know where it changed?
Where?
When I like firmly, you know, made it clear, you don't get all of my time. You know, I'm a working man. You know, I own 2 businesses. I'm not about to be spending every waking second, you know, messaging you, talking on the phone with you, and stuff like that. And she can't deal with that. But anyway,
okay,
you know,
yeah, we still talk about two totally different people here, but I understand that point. I know that point with that person that you're talking about. There's my fingers in there. I know that person that you're talking about, but I'm talking about the other one that you were saying. That's the Amazon that I was on. Yeah, no, I've never had an issue with her being masculine with me. But that's just.
Hey, I told y'all he was capping earlier, didn't I?
No, I've never doing anything with that woman. And look, I'm being clean with it. I never had sexual relations with that woman.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Right.
Whole time, Betty was getting his knob slobbed in the West Wing.
Man, listen, I wish I was living life like that. I wish I was living life like that, but I wasn't. Oh God.
All right, man.
But
back on topic.
No, but back on but to get back on topic, like you know what I'm saying, like but those same women would say that they don't want to be alone, and I'm just like, if the one person that wants to spend forever with you is a man, and he's like, yo, I want to spend forever with you. You are my person. He's like, I want to be with you forever. And you're like, nah, I want to kind of do my thing. Then you can't get mad if he finds somebody that's willing to be his forever. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of take the back burner. Because even with that situation that those women were saying, I'm like, okay, like, but y'all do realize this man is going to want to have his own. Like, that's a hard grain in us. Like, we want to have our own. Like, that's my girl. That's my son. That's my
family. Territorial.
Yes, my. Like, that's very us. It's my. If you don't realize that, like, you realize that you're gonna be like that outside thing for him. Hard stop. Like, you might be able to find a man that wants to do and deal with that, but I don't know who that man is. And that man probably not even going to be a man that you're attracted to.
I think that pretty much KJ hit it on the head, and it's almost bad at just saying who hurt you, because they blame, you know, they go on the womanist feminist movement because they're upset and they want to put a reason to their upbringing. And, because they're upset that, they didn't have a 2-parent household, or they didn't have a stable male role model, whether it's because of their mom or whatever like that too. So they have to blame somebody. And then it goes down in the fact too, because I've seen people that they're about that movement where they don't need anybody until they find somebody. But they don't realize that doing that and putting the blame to somebody else makes it so, and they want other people to be miserable with them too. And I've seen that too. So someone, a woman's upset, I don't need anybody, want to get her friends with her and everything. They go on these walks, they do everything else until they find somebody. And then when they find someone, that doesn't matter anymore, because then, they're happy and they feel like they have purpose, but they don't realize that they're destroying everybody else, because misery loves company. And I think that's what it kind of hits on what KJ said on the head, like all that anger, they want to put it somewhere else.
When a lot of these women actually get that masculine energy in their life that they really never had. Not all, but a lot of them create that shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them go through that phase where, oh damn, this is what this is actually like. This is what I've been missing. This is the thing that I have not had in my life. And you see them, like you said, transition. Like they're part of these movements. The next day, you see them booed up in relationships. They're married now, and now they're actually paying attention. But a lot of women won't go through that shit. A lot of women are gonna like this whole movement saying they gonna buy a cat and die alone. But it's what they want to do now. It's what they want to do.
I don't know.
No, it's what
I got a dog too.
It's what they want until they find it. Then they're like, oh, but then they'll never say that they're wrong too. But I mean, it's funny because like my office right now, I work with freaking 3 different women, so I've seen them like at different stages, and I've seen them transform, and it's funny because they're like, oh, I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need this. Oh wait, I have somebody, Oh, now like let me plan this, and I think that it's like it's misplaced anger, and and it's not, and sometimes things are just fucked up, and you have to.
I got one word. Therapy, okay? A lot of these women need therapy, okay? Like men too, but a lot of these women, y'all need a therapist, like real talk. Because
no, they don't. No,
y'all be going through some shit.
It's
okay that they went through some shit, but you need some therapy to actually resolve that. You're not blaming men for it.
What's up, KJ?
It's actually you. Okay, you need to find that place within yourself to blame yourself and go, okay, the problem was me.
But I'm saying sometimes the problem is. I'll let KJ go for real quick. KJ, sometimes they're not the problem. Sometimes, like I said, because KJ said it, they're upset because of whatever reason, and sometimes it's out of their control.
Bro, your decisions on who you choose to mate with. No. You know what I'm saying? They be knowing niggas gonna be shit when they go to get with him. Like they know it. They know the motherfucker ain't on that type of time. He ain't trying to be in a relationship. Why you trying to make him?
I'm going back to what KJ said in the beginning. If it's something back from childhood and they were in a bad situation in childhood, sometimes it's not their fault, and sometimes bad shit happens, and they need to be okay with it. But go ahead, KJ.
So to touch on what you said, Alan, yes, like there's a lot of unplanned trauma. Let's call it unplanned trauma that you don't intend to go, that you as a person don't intend to go through. But at the end of the day, you still experienced it. Mm-hmm. For example, like I've never met my biological father, right? I'm grateful that I've had grandparents and coaches and mentors, and surrounded by good men who taught me how to be a good man. Mm-hmm. But I can't use the excuse of, oh, well, I didn't know my father, so if I ever have kids, I'm going to be a shitty father to my kids because I didn't know mine. Like, no. So it comes with, and this is the part that I was trying to cut smooth off at, is that you have to go to therapy, acknowledge you have these traumas, whether they're deeply rooted from childhood or they come from when you broke up with the no good nigga that you was bashing on the internet, and own and accept your faults in those situations. Yeah. And a lot of people say, oh, go to therapy, but going to therapy is only one part, and it doesn't fucking matter if you go to therapy. If you just go on that bitch and you lie and you say, oh, well, this nigga did this and this nigga need that, so I just need to find ways to cope and get over it. you know, what about what you did? How did you contribute? And a lot of people go to therapy as sort of a trendy thing just to say, hey, I go to therapy, but they're not even applying the tools and the skills that the therapist or the psychologist is giving them outside of the session. They're going just to vent and get some shit off their chest, and then they say, oh yeah, girl, I went to therapy and my therapist allowed me to get it all out, and instead of coming to you and saying Bernard wasn't shit, I can go to the therapist and say Bernard wasn't shit, and now I feel a lot better and I'm healed and I'm whole, but Bernard still ain't shit. But then you go out and then you meet another nigga like Bernard, and you was like, damn, I met another Bernard, and so these men must not be shit. But what is it about your aura and your personality that's attracting ain't shit men? And
yeah,
and same. So and it's the same. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
So I agree with you, right? And for one, I think if you're a therapist and you allow a client to sit in your session and you only allow them to rant, and you don't delve deeper into the issue, and you just allow them to, you know, shift blame and place blame on the other people that were in the situation with them, you're a fucking horrible therapist, right? And as the individual who's going through therapy, if you got it, you know what I'm saying, things happen to you, you run into a situation where, you know, you had an ancient dude, right? But at some point, you have to take accountability, you know, I decided to fuck with this ancient dude, and you probably saw ancient traits in this motherfucker. You still decided to continue to fuck with this dude, right? So, at what point are you gonna say, you know, these are the signs, these are the things I dealt with this individual? What the fuck is Kev doing? These are the things I dealt with this individual, and I'm gonna change this moving forward so I don't fall back into this loop. Because if you're not trying to do that work on yourself, and you just, like you said, you people go to therapy just to go to therapy, that ain't shit gonna change. It's gonna be a continuous cycle. You're gonna be in those same spaces where you were allowed yourself to fuck with this ancient dude, and you're gonna meet another ancient dude, and it's gonna happen again, you know. But a lot of people don't want to have those fingers pointed back at them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want to feel like they're to blame of, you know, whatever circumstance that is going on in their life.
Definitely true, and that's not even like a woman thing. That's just a person thing, because I've seen it on, you know, people that actively avoid going to therapy, or they'll actively avoid, you know, talking about a problem because they don't want any of the blame. So
yeah, I mean, and this is where growth outside your comfort zone is so important. Like when I went to therapy after my abusive relationship ended, I took responsibility for shit that my ex did to me. And my therapist couldn't figure out why I did it. And I finally told her, is like, look, at the end of the day, life is about accepting the apology you're never going to get, right? And I mean, my ex did apologize to me 3 years after the fact, but at the time, I moved on with my life accepting that she might not ever apologize. But what did I do to cause her to act in the manner of which she acted, right? Like people and like dudes do this shit too. And I was talking to a friend of mine about this the other day. Some dudes like to, you know, gaslight and flip every fucking switch on a woman's crazy side. We'll call it the crazy side, or her trauma side, rather. I want to say crazy side, her trauma side. And then when she do some shit like bash his windows out, we go to this nigga and say, see, bro, I told you this bitch was crazy. But it's like, fam, you flipped every single trauma switch that she has. You gaslit the hell out of her. Like, you can only keep throwing so much gasoline on the fire before it blows up. And going back to my original point about myself, me accepting responsibility for the shit that she did was for my own personal healing. If I'm really going to be about the healing that I had to go through in order to be the better person that I am today, you know, I couldn't go through it like, well, you know what? She caused this shit. She hit me. You know, she did this, so it's her fault. And I mean, you know, I'm a good dude. I mean, I kind of fucked up, but it's really her fault. Like, I would have never gotten anywhere and realized some of the things that I broke down in the relationship where I failed at or could have done better at to make myself a better person. And not many people are willing to go through the big A word that most women like to escape, which is accountability. Like, be accountable for your shit. And then people like to make memes and joke about having toxic traits or having a toxic attitude. Like, this shit isn't cute. Like, you're fucking 25, 30, going on 30 years old. Like, a respectable man or a man that's really about his business and about his shit that you want to marry is not going to deal with this shit.
And that's that man that all of them say they want.
Yeah.
Yes.
But they don't really want that, bro. Like that's the sad part.
They do want that. They within themselves, like they know that is what they want, but they're not willing to do what is needed to get that type of man. Because a man who is on his shit, a man who is confident with himself, like knows what he has to offer, he's not gonna deal with that shit. He's like he's gonna notice those signs in your past. Like for me, if I'm dealing with a woman, bro, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna look at your Instagram. I'm gonna see like what type of woman you are before I invest myself into whatever the fuck you got going on. Because I'm not gonna put myself out there to be embarrassed. For one, I'm not gonna let any female embarrass me. And then I'm not gonna invest in something that I know I may potentially never get a return on.
Most women are trying to sign up for marriage for the title and not the job, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's plainly what it is. Most women are trying to sign up for marriage for the title and not the job. They want to be the CEO, director, vice president, president of this marriage and this man and go from Miss to Mrs., but they don't want to do the simple shit that keeps us happy. Like I'm pretty sure all those brothers on this call are simple men in nature. It doesn't take much to make us happy. You know, we all have a hobby or something that we like, that we enjoy doing. For Smooth, I know he likes cognac. For Thrills, I know you like to do the camera work and go to the amusement park. For King, I know you like to work out. For myself, it's cigars. Kev likes to grill and do his thing with the little 420, you know, and play video games. Like we all have simple things about ourselves that if we were to tell our women, the women that we chose today, like, hey, I like this. If she's paying attention, she's gonna remember that, like, hey, you know, my man, he been working hard, you know, worked 80 hours. Let me get him a cigar and a crown and let him kick back and watch the finals or whatever. Or let me, you know, he's going to the gym with his boys. Let me get him some new Under Armour shorts or whatever, or Nike shoes or whatnot. Or, you know, let me fix his lens on his camera or whatever the case may be. But when they're not paying attention, all that acts of service shit looks like slavery because women have been indoctrinated through the feminist movement to think that any service to a man is patriarchal.
Oh my God.
Damn. We can just roll credits. That
podcast is done. That topic's done.
No, the podcast is done. He just shut it down. I
mean, and like just like you said, man, like they think anytime they hear like about a woman being submissive in a relationship, they think exactly what you just said.
Yeah. Hey, so the next topic though, we've been roll right into the next one.
Oh, okay.
Hey, nothing else that can be said.
Okay. I'm gonna see if the audio works this time. If not, I'll just pull off of YouTube because that's why I wanted to try it first before you play the T-Pay rant because I'm not sure if it's Microsoft being Microsoft.
Okay, go ahead.
No audio, yes audio.
I'm trying to hear it. Turn it up.
I did. It's all the way up. So I think it's Microsoft being Microsoft, or you're probably hearing it from my thing. So I'm gonna go throw it off on YouTube.
Okay, yeah. Go get that off YouTube.
Yeah, because I hear it perfectly on mine, but I think it's Microsoft's.
All I heard was the beginning part of it.
Yeah. Yeah. So what is that? So anyway, yeah, man. Yeah. What topic am I going to talk about? Oh yeah, we talk about Rory and
bro, get it out.
we talk about Rory and Paul. Man, hey, man. So yeah, Rory and Paul. So see, here's the thing. See, I'm in the freaking chat. Yeah, bro. You still in that chat, bro. You still in that chat. Like I'm in there, right? So they posted this woman with like cake on her body and shit in there or whatever, right? Or whatever. And I was like, oh, her body is nice.
So I know who you're talking about, right? He's my baby for maybe the Barbie doll or some shit. The chick who was sitting on the floor with the cake.
With the cake. Yes.
Bro, look.
Her body is nice. She's just
that don't matter, bro. For one, that shit look like a complete yeast infection. You getting all that sweet shit up in your vagina. For two, you know, but she's the type who she's not looking for the average dude. She's probably trying to date a rapper or something.
Yeah, she's not trying to date no nigga like me.
I don't know no dude in their right mind would date a woman who moves like that. Like she's butt ass naked. She got cake cover her titties, and her literally has cake on her vagina, right? Like a piece of cake cover her vagina. I'm like, look, bro, look.
See,
Like, I'm not mad at you. Do what you do. Do what makes you your money. But come on, man. I hope you never have kids.
People said that like I was trying to fuck her. Like I'm like, bro, no. I literally straight up said her body is nice with her yeast infection. Like that's just a body nice. I can give a compliment, you know what I'm saying, and still acknowledge the fact that you got a yeast infection and I'm not finna stab that. But at the same time, like that's crazy. Like I'm not.
What I missed. I feel like I missed the whole thing, but I kind of got the gist of what's going on.
So there's a group chat, and there's a picture in it where there's a woman covered in cake.
You put the photo up on Instagram. Put a photo up.
I know I can't pull the photo up on here because that will get me demonetized. I'm not even monetized.
You're right.
Y'all get us taken down. Like you will literally pull the whole thing down. Like
it is that bad. It is that bad.
Yo, but about this group chat, add me to the group chat.
They probably not gonna add you. Yeah, they probably not gonna add you because you're not in Qatar.
Yeah, you're not in Qatar. Was in Qatar.
Oh, it's a military thing. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. It's just one of them things.
Fair enough. Touche.
Yeah, but yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah, it looked like she got a yeast infection. And then people talking about they looking at me differently because I said her body nice. I'm like, what? Her body nice. Like I can acknowledge the fact her body looks good. Like you know what I'm saying. She probably got a nice little ass on her too. Like titties is sitting perfectly.
She do. That thing is poking. I'm not even gonna front with you. And she like 5 feet flat. And she
I knew it. In my head, I'm already knowing the dynamics of her body. Like, even just seeing her from the front, I'm like, yo, I see all of that. You're looking good. And I'm like, what the fuck? Hey, bro, you got that?
I mean, but that's...
Yeah, like
Just because you look good, you got a banging body, don't, like, excuse a whole lot of shit. Like, let's be clear. A lot of women think it does, but... Proceed.
Man, like they be thinking like, oh my God, I look good, so you're gonna fuck with me. Like, no, I'm not. I've had that before, and that was a headache.
Yeah. All right. I was waiting for you guys to finish.
All right, cool. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Run that.
All right.
I can't hear it.
Yeah, maybe it's my computer. I'm sharing the audio and everything.
I just found it interesting because.
Oh yeah, I can't hear it. Yep.
I heard a little bit just then. I don't know what you just did.
Yeah, I heard just a little bit. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove it, and then I'm gonna do it from my computer. Hold on, I'm doing it from over here. Hold on, let's see.
I can't share shit today. Oh, that's weird.
Right. Rory and Ma. What second mark did I send you?
4644.
4644? Okay.
It's time to help people custom.
Stop Liberty Mutual. Stop it. Y'all not paying us. Y'all don't get no ad space on this podcast. So y'all start running me some money.
I don't know why you said his name.
You know what? That's right. I sure did. That damn. God damn. You said 46, right?
Yeah, 4644.
Okay, here we go. There's that. Let me come back over here. Let me hit this share screen. Yeah, it looks better if you do it with two monitors. Yeah. You ain't got to tell me all that. All right, cool. Y'all can see this?
Yep.
All right. Now let me know if y'all can hear it.
You seem to ruffle some feathers out there. And I just found it interesting because
which feathers he ruffled?
It was a few because in the comments they were going
letters HERE. That means I'm here. That means come outside. And that means when we go, like whatever our plans are, we're gonna go do what our plans were set to do. I'm not getting out of the car to open your door or to meet you at the door or to ring your doorbell when you could just walk downstairs. honestly, I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but I personally believe, and this is just my personal perception of me and my friends and all the females that we have dealt with collectively, chivalry is almost dead. It's on its last leg. So
that's not true.
Maybe I might hold the door open for you, yeah, but I'm not getting out of my car to ring your doorbell to tell you to come downstairs to get back in the car. That actually doesn't even make sense. As a guy, I will admit, that doesn't stop you from getting a box when you don't do it. It's actually like the more disrespectful you are these days, the more that they give you the box easier.
That's not true either. I get it. That's a social media topic. I get it. That's not true. Listen, but let's buy into it. Let's go with this. Chivalry, I think, is just confused now. If you're asking me to pay the rent at your apartment, don't ask me to open the door too.
Okay.
Pick your battles in chivalry.
So give up the car door.
Yes. But if you want me to pay your rent, open the door that I'm paying for. Do something here. Because at that point, listen, you have to make your child has to do chores in the house, right? Because they're not paying no bills. You don't pay the bills in here.
Right.
Earn your keep. They're gonna kill me.
Listen, man, I'm trying to set the screen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying. Look, here's my thing. Listen, I think you're right in saying.
I'm a bill payer. No, I'm an admitted bill payer.
Listen, I think you're right in saying that. Because what he said was, right, I'm not getting out the car to go ring your bell, wait for you to come downstairs, open your door. Okay, that may be going above and beyond.
Where does she live? Can I pull into the driveway? Do I have to go to 26E? Like, you have to give me the environment in which we're in.
I think, again, I think that it's certain things that to say chivalry is dead,
it's definitely not.
That's not dead.
It's not even close.
It's not dying. But I think that there are some things like the example he gave of getting out the car, going upstairs to ring the bell, whatever, waiting for you to come down. Maybe that's a little extreme, but maybe you can wait outside the car and, you know, for when she comes down and open the door.
I guess
you don't have to go like to the door upstairs to her apartment and like all of that shit.
I guess I would just be tired of being my representative at this point in my life. Mm-hmm. Hypothetically speaking, I would just be tired of that. Like, I'm probably not going to do that forever. So I'd like to go up to your fucking apartment and open it to grab you.
That's a little.
As far as the car.
Okay. So hold on. Okay. We all heard that. All right. Cool. I think that covers the gist. Covers the gist of what I was trying to cover. Yo, so what y'all think about what they said?
I mean, so me personally, right? So I was raised by my grandmother, right? So I'm used to. I'm not. For one, I agree. I'm not going to. So okay, I take this back. It depends on the setting, right? Normally, if we have a date plan, right? You know, and you know that I'm pulling up, I'll get out and open your door, but probably not going up, you know, to your house door, ring the doorbell. Oh, I'm outside. You know, come down. You know, and do all that. So I will get out of the car and open your the car door for you so you can get in the car. You know, and if we go to the restaurant, you know, I'm opening the door for you at the restaurant. But I do think it's a bit much to, you know, you pulling up to the house, get out of the car. Now, if you're doing something like over the top, if you like you're in a relationship for a long time, and it's probably big to propose, you know, you trying to get that extra shit. Right? Yeah, cool, got you. But I don't think chivalry's dead. But I'm not going to just entertain anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be at a certain standard for me to, you know, be at that level of chivalry, right? I'm a gentleman though. Don't get it twisted, right? I'm a gentleman at all times, right? So don't get that twisted. Like, I don't care if I'm walking to the gym and the chick is walking behind me, I'll open the door for her, right? But at the same time, I'm not just being like the most chivalrous guy for every woman. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what y'all take on this.
So being raised by my grandparents, I'm gonna follow. So I feel where you coming from, King. But I have to say that I don't think Chivalry is paying her rent. Like, I don't know what the fuck part of Chivalry, the Chivalry game that is. I don't know what the fuck part of the game that is. That's not even some relationship shit. That's some like we engage. Yeah, we engaged, or we on the path to being married. Or if, I fall into dire straits and I'm living there, but I'm just not going to pay your rent and I got to pay my own rent or my own mortgage and whatever. So I'll say that to begin with. But in terms of Chivalry,
we have 2 homes.
Also that. But I will say in terms of like being a gentleman, like that for me, that's always going to be the standard. Like I'm always going to walk outside on the outside of the sidewalk. I'm always going to hold open the door. If you coming down for a date, I might remember to open the car door. And it's not necessarily that I don't want to be a gentleman and forget, but like if we in a rush, I got to go open the door. Then I got to come back around and drive, when you could just get in the car. I mean, it might sound like an excuse, but everybody knows, like, if it's a romantic type situation, or if it's like if your mom and your aunt is there at your place and I come in and I meet them. No, that's another thing too. Like, if it's like a first or a second date, or if you say, hey, my mom or my aunt is here, and I go in, and I know this pulling up, I might go in, speak, introduce myself so you can put a name with a face, and just on some like comfort type shit, because, there are a lot of crazy niggas out here. And then, of course, I'll hold open the door for the car. I'll open it when we get to the spot. I'll open it at the restaurant, so on and so forth. But if we're like, 20 dates in or whatever, we got some time built in, and we got reservations for 7, and you running late because you had to do your makeup, and it's 6:55, and I gotta zoom to the spot. Like, I'm not about to come around the car, open the door. Like, come on, man. But I do think that I think Miles said it, that Chivalry isn't dead, it's just confused, because you have dudes that are going above and beyond doing simp shit, thinking that it's chivalrous. And then you also have the other side of what King was talking about. You have a lot of women who are ungrateful and they feel entitled to chivalrous acts when they really aren't. Just having a vagina does not equate to me having to open the door for you. I'm opening the door for you as a sign of respect. And that sign of respect is that I respect your womanhood, and you should respect my manhood and say, hey, thank you, King, as a token, say thank you, or appreciate it, or, a head nod or something. But don't just walk inside the door and just look at me like, yeah, nigga, you were supposed to open this bitch, because I'll slam that motherfucker in your face.
Hey, I feel that. I feel that in totality. So what I was going to say.
Ahead, bro.
Byron wanted to say that shit so bad. Look at it, Bill.
What I was gonna say was,
hey, Byron in his Redfield Rage stage.
I'm in my what? I'm in my what stage? No, so what?
You're in your Redfield Rage stage.
Man, listen though, like I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, like you were saying, a lot of stuff goes unappreciated, but then at the same time, like. Are you good, bro? You back, Kev?
I'm back, man. But look, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna have to go, bro. I did not know about this one that was coming to.
You've been participating in the podcast.
Hey, listen here. I ain't been on for the last 2 or 3. It might be last 2 or 3, nigga. I'm finna be back. Don't play with me, goddamn it. I'm finna be back on this bitch every day. Stop playing. So look,
my man came and said he gotta go. He ain't even been.
Yeah, man. So like, shit, this one caught me off a surprise. If this motherfucker was on Saturday, like I thought it was gonna be, I was gonna be there. I was gonna be there bright early in the morning. But goddamn it, hey, listen here. I ain't been here for that's what I'm saying. I ain't been to here for last
2.
Last 2.
Yeah.
Don't be playing with me. I'm finna be back on here to film fucking every day. God damn it, stop playing. I gotta go. I love y'all though.
All right, bro.
All right, bro.
Let me hurry and wrap. Go ahead. KG needs to go to bed.
Huh? Okay, so anyway, real quick,
No, I'm good, man. Shut up, nigga.
No, I'm trying to remember.
Hey, what is it? 10:30. 10:30. I'm out. I looked at the
I'm
right.
trying to remember what I was gonna say because I can't remember what I was gonna say now.
Do you want to hop in?
Oh yeah, so like I just feel like a lot of like a lot of shit that men do goes like really unappreciated. You know what I'm saying? Because it's seen as like we're supposed to do it. Like, no, I don't have to do anything. I don't have to do anything at all. Like everything that I do by choice, and I'm doing it for you because I actually like you. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't like you, I wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like at all. Like I just mind my business and keep to myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm going out my way doing these things for you because I want to. Yeah, like y'all saying, like, yeah, paying the rent thing, that's a bit excessive. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't equate to chivalry, no. But at the same time, like, you know what I'm saying? I do feel where he's coming from, that if he is paying the rent, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't open the door to come outside, that's kind of wild. Like, he already taking care of you, you know what I'm saying? You have a roof over your head. Like, what more is he supposed to do? Like, you know, in that regard, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he's supposed to be like the utmost gentleman and do all this extra stuff too. Like, there comes the point where you got to ask, like, when is enough? Like, I feel like they always continuously want more from us. And like, they never accept that we're doing like maybe the most that we can, you know what I'm saying? That we've contributed like all that we could at that moment. You know what I'm saying? This is what 100% of our effort is, but they don't accept that. It's just like, no, if you're not meeting my bar, my standard, then you ain't shit, nigga, blah, 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 and which is kind of crazy. Like, when really, you know what I'm saying? Like, we be doing, most cats be doing everything that they can do. Now, if they deal with a dude that's trash, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? They know what they in that for. You know what I'm saying?
I'll put it like this. Oh, go ahead, King. No, go ahead, King, because you've been muted and unmuted, so go ahead.
No, you can. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm in.
So what I was gonna say is, like, if I'm providing for a woman, I'm still going to be a gentleman, right? I'm still going to open the door. But I'm only going to provide for a woman who, you know, is my wife, bro. I'm not paying your rent if we're dating. You got like twisted. You know what I'm saying?
That.
I'm that. But bro, you muted. I don't know what you just said.
Talk to these niggas, man.
But yeah, like,
this nigga preaching, shit, bro. But keep going.
Like, but keep going. But for real though, like, a lot of dudes do some shit like that to try to get in the box, try to get consistent, this and other. Bro, I don't need to do that to get the box. You know what I'm saying? And I'm perfectly fine with not fucking with you. There's a million fucking women in this world that I can get. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not about to come out of pocket $1,400, $1,500 a month when we're just dating. That's stupid, right? But if I'm providing for you, I'm still opening the door for you. I'm still doing, you know, things that are considered chivalrous, right? And the Hill said that a lot of dudes be doing the best. Bro, no woman you're not obligated to give any woman your time and attention. You know what I'm saying? And like I tell dudes, if you feel like you're not getting what you want out of a relationship, pull back, bro. Pull back. Like, your time and attention is way more valuable than constantly trying to pursue something that is not going in the direction that you want to do. But that's all.
I was going to go say that he hit it on the head too. Chivalry is confused because, and I'll tie it back to our previous topic as well. We have these women who they say they don't need a man, or they put that persona off. Because, and I'll go my personal experience. I have a friend, she's in Arizona, you know, so she's telling me she's California, moved to Arizona, just bought her own house and all this stuff. and everything, and she's proud, and she's like, that she's able to do the house repairs, able to do all this stuff, and doesn't need anybody. But then she also got upset because she's on Tinder and she went on a date. And the thing is, it's expectations. They don't know how to communicate their expectations and have reasonable expectations. Because then she was upset because she was talking to this dude, and I guess it was like a second date. And since they were just feeling each other out, the dude made it, I guess, to me and to her as well too, that, well, yeah, he made it clear that, hey, I got the first one, you got the second one, and like we're going back and forth, But then I guess I got the bill, and she said, oh, that wasn't my expectation, So it was like, all right, we'll go halves. And then she was upset about that. And it's like you're saying that you don't need the person, but then you want them to do X, Y, and Z.
I'm gonna keep it a band.
Tinder is a fuck app. I don't know why people go in there looking for relationships.
Well, I don't know if Tinder. It was some dating site. I'm just saying.
Hey, can I keep it a band? Honestly, if you're not fucking that man, don't expect him to pay for your food. Like
no, but he paid her the first date already. That's what I'm saying. But
that's what I'm saying. Anything past the first date is him being gracious and being
but you're missing the point, because, like I said, because it's expectations, and even the fact that they get upset about certain expectations, and that's what I'm pulling it back, is like when you get what you put off. So if you put off, and especially that when you bring that energy saying, I don't need anybody, I don't need you to help me, I don't need you to do X, Y, and Z, I'm not going to do X, Y, and Z. And I'm just pushing out that way too, because I know girls that I hold the door open for, and they get upset about it too. So guess what? I'm not holding the door open for you anymore, which is fine, because that's the energy that you are bringing.
I understand what you're saying, but I also understand where dude is coming from, where he's like, yeah, we're going back and forth. Honestly, I'll be 100. If they was dating or whatever, they were dating like that, and they're going back and forth, they wouldn't be going back and forth if that was his girl, if he felt like that was his girl, if he was.
And I'm saying that's my point. It's expectations. But even when he laid out his expectation, it still wasn't. It's still not good enough. But the thing is, you're putting out that you can't say, "Hey, I'm independent. I don't need anybody." One moment, and then saying, "Hey, I need you to hold open all this for me the next moment." And that's the energy that you're pushing out. So you're gonna get what you throw out there. What you throw out there.
Do you know if they slept together?
That probably, actually, that one, no.
See, that's my point.
No, but I'm saying,
this is my thing, right?
No,
so
I get what you're saying.
If I meet you on a dating app like Tinder, you know what I'm saying? And, for one, I'm not looking for no forever chick off of Tinder. You know what I'm saying? Like, 9 times out of 10, you already met up with a guy off Tinder, late in the smash. I'm not about to go above and beyond to do something that you let somebody do on the first night. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then I'm not about to keep taking you out to eat, just take you out to eat. This is my money, bro. Like, if I'm taking you out to eat, we having a good time, you know what I'm saying, blah, 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 and I'm not getting boxed, I'm probably going to stop fucking with you.
No, and I'm with that, but that's what I mean by expectations, because then it was like, because it's like, oh, you're not doing this, and the thing is, dude, let his expectations be known, and that's the thing, because when you let someone's expectations, and he let his expectations be known, so now all of a sudden he's not chivalrous, and that's what I mean by but that's what I mean it's confused, because so I'm saying he did, because I know he went down, he opened the door for the car door, he did everything else, and then he didn't do one thing, and that's when they come up like, oh, chivalry's dead, and it's like, and kind of like what you guys said, what else do you want him to do? But it's like, it's because your expectation, you want him to do everything in the world, so pretty much you want him to throw you on your back, and freaking when it's raining because your feet are tired because you wore the wrong shoes.
They want to simp. You muted, bro. You muted.
No, it's not a sim. I think it's something because it's their expectation, and then they get upset, and it goes back to what KJ was saying earlier. They use that to get mad at to be mad at the world and shit on men some more. Because I think right now chivalry is just another excuse when it's definitely not dead. Because between the four of us, and I guess, and I could say comfortably we're on the upper end, but even many people, like average people, know to open a door for a woman. And they do that 9 times out of 10, because it's just something that's ingrained with us. I know even dead ass people who ain't shit do that. And so therefore chivalry is not dead, but because something doesn't meet their expectation, they get all upset and they use that for the next reason to be like, oh, I hate men because and this is why. And that's what I mean. And the thing where he did everything else for her, the expectation was, hey, I thought we were going back and forth because he made that before. He told that to her before. She didn't get it. So then he's like, all right, let's go halves on it then. Because, hey, this was expensive. So I'm not going to throw you out on that. And you weren't expecting that. And he still wasn't being a good dude.
Yeah. He better off. I hope he left her alone. That's what I hope. I hope he left her alone. I really do. Because I'm not going through all of that. And I laid my expectations out, and I ain't getting no box, bro. I'm still gonna leave it right there, like, cause that's just real. Like, it's
not even about the box at that point.
I gotta go through this whole process again with somebody else.
No, but for me, it's not even the box at that point. The fact that it was that he was, and I told her too. I'm like, the fact that wires were crossed, stuff got fucked up. He took responsibility, so he was a good dude and said, "Hey, I'm not leaving you out on this one right here too." And still was man enough to be like, hey, look, you know what? Even though this was your turn, I got this anyway too. And she didn't give him that respect.
Man, it sounds like she just wants a sponsor.
No, no, and that's why I told her, I'm like, dude was clear. Dude said this, do this, and that's why I said, what do you want? Because you can't be like 1 minute, I don't need anything from anybody.
She got his name. She got his name saved in her phone as food.
Hey, listen. Oh, me, dude. Oh, that man got mad food emojis behind his head.
Oh, man. No, but I was like,
dog, burger, sushi. Yeah, nah.
Right.
Man,
no, but and that's what got me, and that's what I told her too. I was like, no, like, you're not going to respect the man for still going above and beyond. So I told her, Mike, you better call that fool back, because you're trying to tell me like, oh, I'm annoyed, I'm mad, and I'm like, about what?
That ego is not going to let that, bro. The ego is not going to let that.
She don't deserve that man.
Well, yeah, and that's what I mean. It's expectations, and I think that's what it is, because they think like I said, it's like, and maybe they see the movies and stuff like that too, where it's like, what am I supposed to do since you wore the wrong shoes out somewhere? So now your feet are tired. Like, I have to carry you. I'm like you're not, you're not my 5-year-old daughter. You're not, and I'm not saying I have one, but that's what I'm saying. You're not a little kid. I'm not going to throw you because you fucked up for the evening. I'm not going to be like, oh, you wore the wrong shoes, so now we're walking and it's raining. I'm putting my jacket down so you don't step in a puddle. And if I do that, appreciate it.
See,
don't be like
that. That specifically is fairy tale shit, right? If I'm wearing a jacket out somewhere and we're out to eat, jacket probably costs some money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not about to take my jacket off and put that bitch in. Hey, look, we can walk around this puddle. We can go do whatever. Like, that's like, and a lot of women believe in fairy tale shit, right? And a lot of people,
and that's what I mean. Expectations, because, and it's like, it's sometimes there's unfair expectations, and I'm saying even just people who don't do shit for anybody do the bare minimum stuff, which shows that, hey, guess what? Chivalry isn't dead.
Definitely.
So it's like, are you just mad because you're fooled into it, or because one, it's not your Disney movie, or two, it lured you in for some for some other guy because he didn't do everything, and that's the thing. Sometimes I feel like, and I guess, and what Rory and Maul, what they're trying to say is like, hey, if we like, and kind of hit it on the head, if we live together and made long-term girlfriend, right, and I'm paying your rent and you're late to something, why do I have to go to the door and be like, hey babe, let's go? When I'm saying, hey, I'm here, we're late, running the car really fast, so we can make it on time.
Man, that's shit crazy. Hey man, I know we still recording. I got a technology question for the two technology brothers on the phone. I got this shorty selling a 2020 MacBook. She claims it's a 2020 MacBook. It's like a 13.3 inch joint for $500. Is that a good deal?
Tell her to go to the settings and it would actually tell you what year it is and what the processor is.
Yeah, because if it's a 2020 MacBook and she's selling for $500, is it MacBook Pro?
Well, I think 2020, all it was MacBook Pros.
There's no way it's a
I thought it came with the Air.
Or the Air.
Yeah.
No, it's probably the Pro, but I would say have a look at the settings, because it will tell you what it is and what the processor is. Also, and then what are you going to use it for?
It would just be a personal laptop, bro. Like, I mean, so right now, like, I be chatting and streaming with y'all off a ThinkPad, but this is my work joint. So if I leave my job, I ain't gonna have no laptop. I might have a Chromebook, and that shit is ass.
Well, if it's actually, because it will tell you, because she might have bought it in 2020, but it will actually tell you the year. If you go into settings, it will tell you the year the computer is, and then sometimes she could have bought it in 2020 and it could be 2018. And the only thing I will say is that when Apple, they update their products a lot, but the more they update it, the slower it's going to get, because the new operating system is going to slow it down. So it will still be usable. It's just it might be slower than you would like. And sometimes for stuff like that, you're better off buying like a regular iPad or a cheap ass Surface, because it keeps the speed faster for performance if you're not doing heavy tasks.
And the new iPad is like as good as some of the laptops. The new iPad
like I got an iPad Pro, and because I was using that last week when we were on the pod, and
you said tell her to go into the settings and do what?
She go to the settings, and then it will tell you what to the info, and it will tell you what the computer actually is. It'll tell you like what year it came out and the processor. And then just have her send you a picture of that.
Wait, what happened?
This girl is selling a supposed. You said, "Do me a favor, go into our settings and then click info."
Yeah, because she should be able to go in there.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna get this information tonight. But I mean, if it's a 2020 and she's talking good, then
it's not 2020. It's not 2020. There's no way for $500. It's 2020.
Well, yeah, because she originally said $850, but then she hit me on the side and said I lowered it.
Used 2020? No.
Well, she said she just got a Mac station. That's why she's getting rid of it.
Well, no, $850 is good, but I'm honestly thinking she probably got it in 2020, and it was probably like a 2019.
And then you said with the 2019s, as they updated the shit, it moves slower.
Well, no, 2019 is still good. I'm saying I'm making sure that it's not like it's actually like a 2019 and not like a 2018 or even older, because just because she bought it in 2020 doesn't mean it's a 2020.
Right.
Because she could go to the because if she goes to the settings and it goes like she goes to about this Mac in the system information, it will tell you what year it is. So it'll say like, because like if it's a 2020, it's probably
hold on real quick. We derailed from what the podcast was about.
Oh, right.
If we really finna just like talk about this, we can just stop it here.
Well, it's good. Okay, but yeah, because
let's clip this shit, man. It's been real.
Yeah. So listen, let me center myself. So listen, thank you for watching the Home with Smoke podcast. You can subscribe, like, comment, all that other good stuff. We'll see y'all next week. Y'all have a good one.